Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about what I got from my 2022 wish list because the year is soon over and there are some couple of things that I have gotten from the wish list and there are some things that I have really changed my mind about. So yeah, let's get into the video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Marlene and I do videos and vlogs about luxury fashion, handbags and shoes. So if that's something you like, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So as I said in the intro, there are some things that I have really changed my mind about and there are some things that I have gotten from my wish list. So today we are just going to talk about my wish list, what I have gotten, did I change my mind, anything like that, because now the year is soon over and I remember that I did this last year and then I was thinking, what did I think? Because there were so many bad things that I didn't really want in the end of the year. So hopefully this year is going to be better, but I think my mind has changed about some things. And we can start with number 10, which is the thing that I wanted the least, but I want it because it is on my wish list. But the thing that I wanted on the 10th place was Chanel sneakers. And this one I have really changed my mind about because at the time that I was creating my wish list for 2022, which were in December, January, I don't remember that, but it was early this year or in the end of 2021 I think. But at the time I was creating that list, I didn't have the chance to try any Chanel sneakers, and I got the chance to try a variety of different Chanel sneakers that I thought that I really wanted when I was in Copenhagen this summer. But when I tried them on, they didn't fit my foot at all. I thought they looked very bulky on me and they wasn't very flattering on my foot. I would say I have a normal foot. I don't have the biggest shoe size. I have 37.5, so it isn't the biggest foot, and I kind of haven't had that issue earlier that my foot didn't suit any types of shoes. So that was quite new to me. I tried on the knit joggers and also the more structured joggers. They didn't fit me at all. And I also tried on the black Chanel sneakers, which are a little bit like Air Force Ones, which I have in my collection from before that I really like to wear, but the Chanel ones didn't suit me at all. I thought they looked very bulky and it didn't look good at all on me, which is kind of weird because I tend to like very massive and bulky shoes because my favorite boots are the Prada Monolith boots, which is very bulky. And I also didn't have any problem with the Balenciaga Triple S sneakers because they are very big compared to the foot. Now I don't wear them because I don't like them anymore, but they did look flattering on me when I had them on. So I don't know what was the problem, if it was the model or anything like that, but I have really changed my mind about it. And now I think I have to try on shoes before I wish for them, especially Chanel shoes, because I think I tried on 8 pairs of shoes, I think, and different styles, everything, different models. I also tried on another pair of Chanel shoes that were very pretty that I really also wanted, but they weren't nice at all on me. I think it was the loafers and they looked like old lady loafers on me. So yeah, I think I have to be more aware of what I'm wishing for, especially when it comes to Chanel shoes. I think I have to try them on before I buy them. So yeah, that was number 10 on my list. Now I don't wish for Chanel sneakers that much because I kind of don't like them so much anymore because of the way they look on me. But I really like the style. I think they are very pretty. And I have a friend of mine that has the same sneakers and they look so cool on her, but not on me. So that's kind of devastating because I really like the colors and the design, but they don't look good at all on me, unfortunately. So therefore I have changed my mind. And number 9 on my wish list was a Rimowa cabin suitcase in either the Dior or in the Fendi collab. I really love them both, and when I was in Paris in August I actually tried to get the Dior Rimowa cabin suitcase, but it was only one left and it was reserved for another client and it was the only one in the country, so I couldn't get it. So I was a little bit heartbroken about that. But I also talked to my Dior SA about getting it to Norway, but it's out of production, so I don't think I'm going to get it. Unfortunately, maybe on the pre-loved market, but my essay said that I'm not going to get it new from her, unfortunately. So I really wish for a cabin suitcase, because now I have gotten the Rimowa check-in, so I kind of checked off that, but I still want a Rimowa cabin suitcase. I think I'm maybe going to go for Fendi, or maybe go to the pre-loved market to get the Dior one. I still don't know which color I want it in, because the silver matches my book tote best, but the black one matches my Rimowa check-in, which I bought this spring. So I have kind of checked that mark a little bit, because I also said in that video that I really wanted a Rimowa check-in, which I have gotten, but I haven't gotten the cabin suitcase yet. But I'm very happy with my Rimowa check-in, and it makes it so much easier to travel, because it is just so easy to walk with, and it is the best suitcase that I have ever had. I have 2 Samsonite check-ins, which aren't good at all. They are quite a hassle to have with you, because the wheels are very slow and hard, even though you don't have anything inside it. But the Rimowa one, if you have overweight, the suitcase feels like it's empty, so that's very good. And I really want that for a cabin suitcase, especially now when I'm traveling with my bags, because now I have more bags than I have had for a while now, and now I feel that I need to choose between someone, because it doesn't fit in my cabin suitcase. So now when I'm going somewhere, I can only have 2 bags with me, and that's a problem, because I really want to bring them all, and I feel that my bags fits better in the Rimowa than my other Samsonite cabin suitcases, because of the design, especially for my Birkins in the 30 size. So yeah, I haven't changed my mind about that, but I don't think it is going to be any higher up on the list than number 9 this year, if it makes it on the list at all. I don't know. And now moving on to number 8. Number 8 was a classic flap in caviar, in black, in medium size with gold hardware. And I kind of don't know about this bag, because first of all, it is all the price increases. It has become very expensive now. It is almost like a Birkin. And I kind of don't feel that it is worth it, but at the same time, I really want a classic flap in my collection, and I also want it to be new, so I kind of feel that I want the bag, but at the same time I feel it isn't worth it anymore. And when I was in Paris, and my hopes for getting a quota bag from Hermes was so low, because it was the evening before our last day in Paris, I had a backup plan with buying a classic flap the following day, if I haven't gotten an appointment at Hermes or something like that. So I had that kind of backup plan, but I didn't end up doing that, because I was so lucky to get a quota bag, and that was much better than buying a classic flap. And also when I was in Paris, it was almost impossible to see a classic flap. I asked in every boutique, but they didn't have any classic bags. Not even a Chanel 19 Maxi. They didn't have anything, so it wasn't the greatest experience ever because of that. And if I left Paris with a classic flap, it would have felt good, but not that good, because it is quite expensive. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn about it. What do you guys think about the classic flap? Do you think it is worth it? Do you have the same feelings like me? That I have mixed feelings, that I really want a classic flap in my collection, because I feel it is a classic and staple piece. It is a piece that every collector should have in their collection, but it is too expensive. I don't feel that the classic flap is going to make the list this year, because yeah, I really want it in my collection sometime, but I don't care if it is going to be this year or next year or in 2 years from now on. I don't care about that. And therefore I feel that there are some other bags that I want more than this one. But let's see. So yeah, that was the Chanel Classic Flap. And let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is a Birkin 30 in Togo leather with gold hardware and in black. And I haven't checked that off the list, even though I could have done that with Epsom leather and in retourné, because I got it offered when I was in Paris. But the reason why I said no to it is because I really wanted to be in Togo, and I kind of feel that I really want a Birkin in black because it is the color that I wear the most, and then I don't have to worry about color transfer and anything like that. So I really want a Birkin 30 in black, but it isn't the bag that I want the most because now I have 2 Birkins and I feel that I have to get another type of bag, especially a Kelly, before I can get another Birkin. So therefore I feel that the Birkin 30 on 7th place is very correct, and I still feel that it is a bag that I want but not the most. So I think it is going to be still on 7th place for 2023, I think. So yeah, I really like it, and I feel that I miss a black Birkin in my collection, and I don't want it in 25 or 35 because 35 is too big for me, but 25 is too small because the black Birkin is going to be a everyday bag. So therefore I want it in the 30 size. It isn't something that I'm going to go for a hunt for, but if the possibility comes up, I will buy it in a heartbeat because it is one of my favorite bags. So yeah, that was place number 7. And let's move on to number 6. Number 6 is a Birkin 25 in Cray in Cellular with gold hardware, if I remember right. And I think it was in Epsom as well, the bag that I really wanted. And to be honest, I still really want that bag, but I have kind of checked it off the list because now I have this gorgeous Birkin 30 in Beton, which is a little bit darker, but it is a white neutral color and I really love it. This is the 30 size with gold hardware, but it is in Togo leather and retourné, and I'm not mad about that it isn't in cellular, especially not in the 30 size, because I think cellular in 30 will look too big on me, but when it is in the 30 size I really prefer it to be in retourné, and also when it is in retourné I prefer Togo. So therefore I am very happy about that, and I kind of feel that the list is a little bit checked off. And I think that I didn't mention when I was filming that video is that I really want a special order in that specifics Birkin 25 Cray cellular Epsom with brushed gold hardware. So I kind of feel that a white Birkin is crossed off the list, but I kind of feel that the same wishes are still there because I really want a special order in Cray or in Nata. So yeah, that's kind of half checked off the list. And number 5 on my list is a classic flap in white with gold hardware or light gold hardware. Also here I feel that I kind of want a classic flap in my collection, but at the same time I feel that they aren't worth it anymore. But I really want a classic flap in white. But same with the black one. I don't know if it's up on my top 10 wish list now because of the price, but also because it doesn't feel that good as it does with, for example, Birkins and Kellys. And yeah, I kind of feel that my opinions about it is a little bit divided, so I don't know. A thing I can really say with my hand on my heart is that it isn't on the 5th place on my wishlist for 2023 because I don't feel it is worth it. And also with the white one I will probably be okay if it's pre-loved, but not with any stains or color transfer and anything like that. But I think I will be open to go on the pre-loved market on that one. On the black one, I would not go on the pre-loved market. The reason for that is because one of my biggest dreams has been to buy a classic flap from the store and have that experience. And I have always imagined that my black classic flap is going to be from the store and not pre-loved. If I haven't had that thought in my head from when I was starting to be interested in bags, I would probably be okay to go on the pre-loved market for the black one as well, but I kind of feel that I need to realize my childhood dream. On the white one, I don't care that much, but it would have been good to get it from the store, but again, the price increases. And also here, I'm not mad if I'm getting it in 1, 2 or 3 years. I don't feel that it is urgent for me to get it, but I don't know. So that was the white Chanel classic flap. And moving on to place number 4. And number 4 is the Van Cleef pendant, and it is in the vintage size in malachite. This is something that I still really want. I don't know if it's top 4 for me now. I have tried it on so many times when I have been abroad. When I was in London, I tried it on. I tried it also on when I was in Paris, and I kind of fell in love with it, especially the ones that are a little bit darker. I don't like the malachites that are light. I like them very dark and mystic, if that makes sense. And the reason for that is because I think the darker ones suits my features the most, because I have dark hair and I also have blue-green eyes. So I think the ones that are a little bit darker brings out the green colors in my eyes, and therefore I wanted to be a little bit darker. And I also tried on the My Sweet Alhambra and also the vintage size. I think I still prefer the vintage size. However, I also really like the My Sweet size, but I think the vintage is still the one that I really want. And I think I'm going to get it in 2023, because now I have said it so many times that I really wanted and I haven't got it. And the reason why I didn't buy it was because it was right after I bought my Birkin from the FSH store, and I felt that now I have spent so much money, and when I fly home I need to pay additional taxes, which is 25% of the Birkin, so that's a lot as well. And therefore I felt that I needed to save money. So if we have dropped by the Van Cleef store before that appointment, I think I would have got it, but I had a little bit of guilt of using so much money, and I wanted to save a little bit because there was some upcoming trips to London, for example, and also there are some upcoming trips as well now. So it was a great decision to save a little bit, because then I can buy it when I'm on another trip. And if I have bought it the same day that I bought my Birkin, it would probably not have made my day better, because I was so up in the skies about getting a Birkin. But now if I buy it when I am, for example, in London, then I will have the joy from buying it. But yeah, number 3 on my list is something that I still really want, but I have not talked so much about it lately, and it's the Chanel 19 in black with mostly gold hardware. I don't know which leather I'm preferring it in, but it is a bag that I really want, and it is the small size that I want. I don't know if it's on my 3rd place still. Now I have kind of gotten a black bag that are crossbody, and it's the Dior Bobby bag. So I don't know if it is a bag that I really need anymore, or if it's something that I am going to grab that much. And I think the reason for me placing it on the 3rd place on my list is because I really wanted and needed a crossbody bag that I could use every day. But I feel that the Dior Bobby bag is something that I can use every day because it is black. However, it is in box leather, which is a little bit fragile, but at the same time I don't care if it has some scratches on it. So I don't know if I need that Chanel 19 or if it's something that I don't want that much. I don't know. One thing I can say, it isn't on my third place anymore because there are some other bags that I want more than this one. And I feel that it is the same situations that I'm going to use the Chanel 19 and the Dior Bobby bag. So I don't know if I need both. So therefore I feel that I am not sure. I need to think about it. And number 2 on my wish list is something that I still really want. And hopefully it is something that I'm going to buy in 2023. And it is the Cartier Love Bracelet in the normal thickness, not in the small one. And this is something that I really want, and when I tried it on for the first time when I was in Copenhagen, I really fell in love because it was so gorgeous. And it is mainstream, but I really love it, and I really love that you can have it on you without taking it off when you are showering, when you are diving, anything like that. And I really like the idea of jewelry that you can wear every single day without worrying about it. The reason why I haven't bought it yet is because of my surgery. My hands are very swollen after my surgery on my arms. So therefore I feel that if I'm getting it now, I will probably get it too big, because when my hands are down to normal size, they will be a lot smaller because the swelling is very noticeable. And I also talked to the Cartier SA that my friend has in Copenhagen, and he also advised me to don't buy them yet because I need to know if my hands are going to get smaller or bigger. So that's the reason why I haven't bought it yet, but I am hopeful of getting it in 2023 because then my swollen hands will go down to their normal size. Hopefully that will happen, and if they are going down, I would buy the Cartier Love Bracelet straight away. I know that I have said that so many times, but after my surgery I was a little bit afraid of buying it, but then it will fit for a certain amount of time, but after that it will be too big. So I don't want to take that risk because it is quite expensive. So if I'm getting it, I will have it forever. So yeah, that was number 2 on my list, and number 1 on my list is still number 1 on my list, I think, and it is a mini Kelly in either yellow or green or black, and it is something that I really want. And I was so heartbroken when my essay said to me that I couldn't wish for a mini Kelly when I was placed on the list in October, and I was so heartbroken about that. And I was also heartbroken when I came to the appointment at the FSH store in August in Paris when they said that they didn't have any Kellys. So now I feel that my wish for a mini Kelly is even bigger, because now I have had 2 opportunities and the luck wasn't with me in either of them. So hopefully I will get it, but I know it is very hard to get because it is one of the hottest items from Hermes, because everyone wants it. But I'm open to every color. So I think that's the things that I have changed when it comes to my wish, is that I'm open to basically every single color. But with that said, I am hoping for a black one the most, I think, because then it will fit everything. But even though it is a mini Kelly, so it will fit most of my outfits because it is just a little color pop. So yeah, another thing that I have to mention is that I have also quite recently got a quota bag from Hermes again. So now I have another quota bag that I haven't revealed yet. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, because it is going to go live very soon. I'm not going to keep you hanging as long as I did last time, but this one is going to be very soon. So yeah, so that was the end of the wish list that I had for 2022. So I have kind of checked off 2 of those items, and the one I checked off is the Birkin in white. And the other one was the Rimowa suitcase, but I haven't completely checked them off my list, but it is kinda checked off the list. And there are some items that I have to think a little bit more about, especially the Chanel 19 in black and also the Chanel classic flap. And I think the reason why I have to consider Chanel that much is because I feel that they aren't worth it when it comes to the prices, because they are quite expensive. And also with all the defects on the bags, I feel that I'm a little bit insecure about getting a bag, because if you are getting offered a classic flap, because I have heard now that you need to be offered one, you cannot go in and buy one. They are really trying to be like Hermes. And a thing that I'm thinking a lot about is, if I'm getting offered a classic flap with some defects, is there any possibility that I can say no and get another one? Or do I feel that I have to say yes to it because it is a classic flap, like for example it is with a Birkin? I have said no to Birkins because they weren't the right ones for me, but I think the main reason why I feel that Chanel isn't that good as Hermes is because I can really feel the quality in Hermes, but after touching a classic flap I don't get that same feeling. And also with all the quality issues on Chanel, I don't know. So I really have to reconsider Chanel and think about my wishes for Chanel. But yeah, my mini Kelly, I hope it is coming very soon, but I don't have my hopes up, and I hope some of my items on my list is going to be bought in 2023. And yeah, that was it for today's video. What do you guys think about my wishes and thoughts? Is there anything you are agreeing with, or is there anything that you think that I need to consider? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you're not done watching me yet, here is another video, and goodbye.